Please read this disclaimer carefully before proceeding further. Hi traders, hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. Welcome to this analysis of Bitcoin. I've received several requests to actually cover Bitcoin this week because it seems to be taking a little bit of pause from this massive rally which started near about August, September last year, and it hasn't actually stopped since then. So there are a lot of questions which are coming to traders around the world, what's going on, and I'm one of them as well, because I never expected anything like this to happen, to be very honest, because at this point in time I was expecting it to fall down. Actually, instead it started to go back up, and this has actually taught me personally and a lot of traders a lot of things in the market, which is a good thing. Markets are always evolving and markets are always teaching you something, so you should always be listening to them, trying to improve your vocabulary, so as to say. So what is happening right now? Okay, I'm looking at the monthly time frame. First of all, let me actually go through what has happened, and then start from higher time frame, go all the way down to lower time frames. So right now we are standing on monthly time frame, and what we can see that we have this extended W pattern, which is actually there were 3 W patterns which we were tracking. One was around here, where the market never stopped. Second was around here, and the third one is where it is right now. Now, by saying that the third one is right here does not mean that it will almost immediately start to break down, because see, right now it is at 35,300 something, and there is still you'll have to give it a little bit of tolerance limit, when the market is completing these patterns, right? There is always a little bit of tolerance limit, it can go up and down a little bit, so it is never going to be exact line or exact number, but this is where it is reaching right now, and if it does not stop here, then the next level is going to be 47,000 or something. We'll see that in a second. But right now, if you just pay attention to the candlestick structures and all of that, this is very strong candle followed by another strong. So 3 very strong candles, and after that you see first sign of rejection. This is what I call as sign of rejection, SOR, and this is the this is telling you that if the market actually ends this month like this right now, how it is looking right now, then the next month is supposed to be bearish candle. That is just basically based on the candlestick pattern. If it actually goes down a little bit further down, then also there is a chance of bearish movement. But if it goes down further, right, the chances become less. You'll have to wait and see how the next month is going to be. But right now this is looking bearish if this does not starts to go back up and closes somewhere here. So the signs are there that it may take a little bit of correction here on monthly basis, and that's what we can see from this candlestick structure. If I go to the weekly time frame, it is already showing that, but this has happened before. The market has actually created this sort of structure, then went up, so we'll have to see what it is going to do. But if you just pay attention to the current weekly candle right now, as the Bitcoin actually runs for 7 days a week, so it can actually confuse a lot of traders. And there is another confusing thing, is that the feed that you're using. I'm using Coinbase feed, but if you notice, there are so many feeds there available in the market. So there are Bitstamp, Coinbase, Bitstack, it's like Gemini, and then you have Wanda, and there are so many of them, and all of them have little bit of different pricing. So you'll have to make your own decision which one you're gonna follow. So for this analysis, I'm using Coinbase because that's the most reputed exchange. A lot of people use CME futures, but that is also good. This candle is a bullish sign. This candle is showing that the market may go up. So it all depends on how this candle actually ends today. If it actually closes below 50% of this candle, or even lower than that, or even where it is right now, then we can say that the market may have a chance of actually falling down. Remember, this is weekly time frame. On monthly, it can still fall down. On weekly time frame, this close is going to be very important. Basically, that's going to be tonight. Okay, so that's what we have. Now let's go to the daily time frame. On daily time frame, we had this very nice W pattern, if you can spotted there is a W pattern and we were able to take short position. I was able to take 2 short positions here, and all of them have actually reached their profit targets here. Now right now this is simply consolidating. A lot of traders will say that this is kind of like triangle forming, which is what it is right now. And you can also find a channel sort of thing, so something like this. So you can have a structure like this, or you can also have a structure like this. So whatever it is, so but we are looking for a breakout from either these sides, from this side or to the upside, right? And that will all depend on how the today's market, this week's price action actually closes, because this is going to be very, very important for the Bitcoin to see where it is trying to go to. Now let's look at the 4-hour time frame. On 4-hour time frame, this is the W pattern that I was talking about, and there is an M pattern. Now if you know how to trade these Fibonacci confluence patterns, FCP patterns, then you know what to do. Few of our students and myself were able to take very nice short trades from here. One of us actually was able to take long trade from here and then converted that into short trade. Now we have this M pattern forming, and that's why the market is going up. And this is what can lead us to the next level. So you see there are few possibilities here. So this M pattern can actually bring it here or even higher. And you see there is another, sorry, that's a W pattern, and there is another W pattern which can lead us to higher, right? That all depends on how this actually works out. If it actually breaks through this or it breaks through this level, then we can go higher. So that's one scenario here. Another thing that you can see that there is a head and shoulders forming right now here. So if this level is kind of broken, then we can look for a downward movement here. Okay. Another thing is, if I just remove this, you see there is a huge M pattern forming as well. If we can see this, there is a huge M pattern is forming right now. So if this level is broken, then we are looking for further downward movement. But all we'll have to wait whether it actually creates downward pattern or not, which is this has created lower highs, and what we need is actually lower lows here for it to turn into a bearish pattern. For now there is enough room for it to go up and down. So right now this is simply consolidation, and we can trade a lot of this in consolidation if you go to the lower time frame and start trading WNM patterns. So you can do that, and this is how it is going to be. There are so many WNM patterns that you can spot. So there is one here, and that's why the market is going up, and it is probably going to come to this level and then start to fall back down. If there is a breakout, then you can trade that breakout, and that will turn into a W pattern here, and that will be a breakout, similar to what has happened here. There is a bigger M pattern which is going to form, and it is going to complete somewhere around there. So we are going to trade all of these WNM patterns. You do not have to wait for a breakout. You can just play with WNM patterns. So that's what we have here. Let me quickly remove this and show you what analysis we had. So this is the idea that I posted here on TradingView. If you're not following me on TradingView, then come here. I'm there as Vikinsa, and this is the pattern that I posted on January 14th. So the market was supposed to come to this FCP zone, which is Fibonacci confluence zone, and it was supposed to fall, and this has obviously reached both of its profit targets, one here and second one around here. So if it starts to move further, then we have other levels at the top. So if I go back and show you what I mean, now the market, if the market starts to go up, then these horizontal levels and these zones are going to be your support and resistance. And if the market starts to create another high, then it can reach near about 47,177 level as well. But for that to happen, it will have to go through all of these structures which have formed now, and it seems like right now the Bitcoin is losing momentum. So we'll have to just wait and watch, as we mentioned before. I also posted this warning that the market may actually start to fall back down a little bit, and I posted that here on LinkedIn. So on LinkedIn I posted here on, I think, a week ago, that the market was showing like in Bitcoin short-term sell of early morning, because using Vata and Visage indicator, we were able to identify that there could be something happening right there. And let me show you what I see right now. Okay, let's look at the weekly time frame first. So on weekly time frame, obviously the market is extremely bullish. By the way, this is Vata and Visage, and if you want to find out more about it, then you can see the description of this video, and you should also see in one of the suggested videos. Now this is the early warning that I posted was here. Show you that this was the sell off here, and there was another one here. Now one of the things which is happening right now, which can be another warning for Bitcoin trend, is that this Vata curve is actually blue. This has been blue for a long time, and this actually indicates that the higher time frame trend has been uptrend. You see, this has been blue for a long period of time, and now it has turned into red for the first time. So that indicates that the higher time frame is probably going to go sideways, or it is going to go downwards, because you see the curve is changing, and that is why this is called Vata curve. Now this was the signal, and this was the signal here at the bottom. The color changed from green to red, the color changed from blue to red here, and we could have taken that short trade. This was the approximate profit target, and this has been hit, and this is the one that I was personally able to take based on this W pattern. This is Vata wave, which shows the W and M patterns, and it also indicates where the market trend is shifting. This is the long trade. The color was green, the color changed from red to green, red to blue. So we could have taken a long trade. This was the approximate profit target, but you could have waited for the W pattern to complete, and now after that it started to fall down. So if I go to the daily time frame, on daily time frame we already have a sell signal here and sell here, and this is the approximate profit target, which is near about how much is it? Let me just quickly check that. So this is near about 25,815, near about that level. It may or may not reach almost immediately. It may go up and down, but that is the approximate profit target that Vata and Visage is giving. But we know that even before that, if the market starts to fall down, the Vata curve is going to act as dynamic support and resistance. So as soon as the market will touch Vata curve here, we'll look for the first profit target if I go for a short position here. So this is what we're looking at. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. On 4-hour time frame, the market is turning bearish, but there is one thing which is remaining, and there is a gap left. So far the Bitcoin has not has not left any kind of gaps. All of the gaps have been filled. So there is a gap here right at this level. This is near about 37,315. So if the market starts to go up, then it can actually reach there, and that is also a possibility because this profit target, this level 37,785, has not been met yet. So if the market picks up the momentum, then it can reach this level 37,760 or even higher to create that W pattern that we just saw, and after that it can fall. If this gap is not filled, then it can come down, but ultimately Bitcoin will come back to fill this gap up. So that's a very good possibility, and that can give us both long and short positions. Right now this is turning into bullish, but we'll have to see how it actually plays out. That's on 1 hour. 4 hour is still bearish, but it may go back up to fill that gap. So that's what we have on 4 hour. On daily time frame, it may go back up, but ultimately it is going to form that M pattern. That's what we are waiting on. So this is what we have on Bitcoin. Hope you enjoyed this analysis. Hope you found this useful. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and stay updated by joining our free Telegram channel and following me on the TradingView. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. If you're interested in learning how to analyze the markets the way I do using Fibonacci Confluence, then head over to wikinsa.com, and under training section you'll be able to see core strategy training program. On this page, you will be able to see the testimonials of previous students and also look at the brochure. The brochure has a lot more information, including the course structure and the Fibonacci Confluence training program curriculum. This is a very extensive program in which we cover basic core Fibonacci concepts along with the advanced concepts to analyze the markets with high probability. If you're interested in joining this program, come to vikinsar.com and under training section, you'll be able to see and submit this form.